As the name indicates, megasporogenesis means the development of a megaspore. What is megaspore? The female gametophyte, or simply the embryo sac. I hope you remember in my previous video lecture, I have shown you this diagram. Yes, students, this is the structure of the megasporangium or an ovule, and you can see inside this ovule there is a structure, this one. Yes, this is the embryo sac. Today we'll see how this embryo sac develops, and that is the process of megasporogenesis. Now students, what I've taken first, this is an ovule, okay, and the outer we have the integuments, outer integument, this is the outer integument, and this is the inner integument. This is the outer integument and this is the inner integument. Okay, now enclosing within this outer and inner integument we have certain cells. I hope you remember I call this as nucellus, nucellus, nucellus. Now one of the nucellar cell at the micropylar end, we have two ends. This opening is a micropyle, so this will be the micropylar end, and opposite to the micropylar end is the chalazal end. So one of the cell at the one of the nucellar cell, the cell of the nucellus is called nucellar cell. One of the nucellar cell, let us say this cell, I have marked it. This cell will undergo meiosis. Understood? Such a cell will be called as megaspore mother cell or MMC. So this red I have marked here, this is a megaspore mother cell. I have taken this cell out here, okay, this black circle. So this is a megaspore mother cell. I hope you remember about pollen mother cell. The pollen grains or the male gametophyte arise from the pollen mother cell. The female gametophyte or the embryo sac arise from the megaspore mother cell, MMC. And megaspore mother cell, like pollen mother cell, is a meiocyte. That means its ploidy will be diploid 2n. Understood? So this is an ovule, and inside the ovule we have this structure called nucellus. We have taken one cell from the nucleus, a nucellus, which we have termed it as megaspore mother cell, and it's a diploid cell. Okay. Now this megaspore mother cell, it's a meiocyte, so obviously meiosis will undertake here. So after meiosis 1, from one megaspore mother cell, what I have got? Oh, I have got two cells, two megaspores. This is called megaspore dyad. I hope you remember microspore dyad, microspore tetrad. Similarly, after meiosis 1 we get megaspore dyad, and after meiosis 2 we get megaspore tetrad. You can easily guess the ploidy of the cells. Yes, after meiosis the ploidy is haploid. Yes or no? So from one functional, from one megaspore mother cell you get how many cells ultimately? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 megaspores, hence the name megaspore tetrad. Now notice one thing, student. In case of microsporogenesis, we have seen that 4 of the microspores or microspore tetrad, they became pollen grains. But here, out of the 4 megaspores, 3 megaspores, I hope you can see here, 3 megaspores, they will degenerate. That means they will die. And only one megaspore will remain active. So this I have shown them as shrunken here, and this is one functional megaspore. So this is what called functional megaspore. Understood? So from the 4 megaspores, or 3 megaspores got degenerated, and 1 megaspore is functional. Okay. Now this functional megaspore now will undergo mitosis. Remember, it's not meiosis, it is mitosis. Functional megaspore, obviously it has haploid number of chromosomes. So this will undergo mitosis for 3 times. The functional megaspore will undergo mitosis for 3 times. So this is first mitosis. After first mitosis, what will happen? From one cell, we should get 2 cells. But look here, students, after first mitosis, only the nucleus, first mitosis, second mitosis and third mitosis, in these 3 mitoses, only the nucleus will divide, but not the cell. It is a free nuclear division. Free nuclear division. Only the nucleus will divide, but not the cells. So from one cell we get how many? Sorry, from one nucleus we get 2 nuclei in a single cell. Okay, because the cell is not dividing, there is no formation of cell wall, only nucleus is getting divided. So from one cell we get 2 cells. Sorry, from one nucleus we get 2 nucleus. Now this will divide once again. So this is second mitosis. After second mitosis, what will happen? Now this nucleus will divide will from 2 nuclei. So from this we get this 2 at the chalazal end, and from this we get this 2 at the micropolar end. So from one nuclei we get 2 nuclei, one nucleus we get 2 nuclei, and from 2 nuclei we get 4 nuclei. Now this will undergo mitosis for the third time. So third mitosis. After third mitosis, what will happen? From 4 nuclei we get 8 nuclei, because each of the nucleus will divide into 2 nuclei. So from 4 we get 8. Very interesting. Now up to this stage it was a free nuclear division, yes or no? Now the cell walls will be formed slowly. So let us see what is the next diagram here. Look students, I have drawn a very big diagram because this is very important. This diagram is often asked in the exam. Okay, now you see students, let us see where are these 8 nuclei arranged. Look here, 1, 2, 3. 3 of the nuclei got arranged at the chalazal end. Out of the 8 nuclei, 3 of the nuclei got arranged at the chalazal end. These 3 cells, now they have become cells, okay, because cell wall formation has been formed. So these 3 cells, they are known as antipodal cells. Remember, they are known as antipodal cells. Okay, correct? Now look at 3 more cells at the micropolar end. You must always label this micropolar end and chalazal end. So 3 cells called antipodal cells at the chalazal end, 3 cells at the micropolar end. They have got their individual names. These 2 cells having, you know, like this red color thickenings, these 2 cells are known as synergids. Okay, and the other cell that is you can see hiding behind this cell is called the egg cell. Correct? So these 2 cells are synergids and this one cell is called the egg cell. These 3 cells at the macropolar end together known as egg apparatus. They are known as egg apparatus. Okay, the female gamete, we know that male gamete in case of pollen grains we have the 2 male gametes. This egg cell is the female gamete of a flower. Correct? All the cells here will be haploid in nature, like the antipodal cells, each of the cell will be haploid. The egg cell will be haploid. Synergids, each of the synergid will be haploid. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nuclei and 6 cells over. Look at the center, there is 2 more nuclei. These 2 nuclei are known as polar nuclei, the plural for nucleus, polar nuclei. Okay, it is n plus n because there are 2 nuclei. Okay, so how many nucleus are arranged now here? 1, 2, 3 at the polar end, chalazal end, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the macropolar end, 7, 8 in the center. So 8 nuclei have got arranged. Okay, but if you look at the number of cells, 1 cell, 2 cells, 3 cells at the chalazal end, 4, 5, 6 cells at the macropolar end together, and this big one This big one is a single cell. Remember, this big one is a single cell. This is called central cell. It is called central cell. So this is a mature embryo sac or the female gametophyte. Remember, this is a mature embryo sac or a female gametophyte. So in a mature embryo sac, we have how many cells? We have 7-celled and 8-nucleate condition. This is a very important question. What do you mean by 7-celled 8-nucleate condition of an embryo sac? So here you have to state that in a mature embryo sac there are 7 cells and there are 8 nuclei. What are those 7 cells? 3 antipodal cells, 2 synergids, 1 egg cell and 1 central cell. At the end, I would like to mention one more thing, student. There is a term called monosporic development. Monosporic development. Look here, student. Here I talked about of the 4 microspores, only one microspore is functional. Sorry, megaspore is functional. Of the 4 megaspores, only one megaspore is functional, and this functional megaspore got divided, and ultimately formed this embryo sac. So when this embryo sac has developed, when this entire embryo sac has developed from a single functional megaspore, from one megaspore, that's why it is called monosporic development. A very important question: what is monosporic development? Okay, the embryo sac has developed from only one functional megaspore, hence it's called monosporic development. Students, I hope you have understood the process of megasporogenesis, or the formation of the female gametophyte, or simply called the embryo sac. I would suggest you to go through this process, to go through the video once again. If you have any queries, you can directly contact me. Thank you. In the next class, we'll talk about pollination.